Hello, my name is Sam. This is my story. I want to tell you how I learn English. I want to tell you about my learning process. You can read my story. You can learn English with me. This is I Went to London Part 31. You can watch all previous videos on my channel in a playlist, I Went to London. When you start to learn English, these questions come in mind like, how do you speak English fluently? How do you speak English with confidence? How do you improve your communication skills? I know, like me, speaking English fluently and confidently is a goal for many, but the process can feel overwhelming. I believe that, like any life skill, learning English can be made simple and enjoyable. The key is to find methods that work best for you and make them a daily habit. Many believe that the first step in learning English is memorizing grammar rules or expanding vocabulary. But I think the truth is the journey should start with enjoyment. If you don't enjoy the process, you won't stay consistent. That's why there are 3 effective ways to improve spoken English, and you need to practice at least 15 minutes a day. If you ask me, I will say, ideally, an hour of practice will give you even better results. So, one of the easiest ways to improve English is by watching simple video content. Cartoons are a great starting point because they use basic language designed for children, making it easy to understand. If cartoons aren't your thing, watching English content on YouTube, Netflix, or other platforms can help. Sports commentary is also a great option, especially if you enjoy sports. Listening to commentators who speak English fluently will help you absorb the language naturally. The important thing is to watch something you genuinely enjoy, as that will keep you engaged. In my case, I watch English shows like Friends to improve my English. Second option is listening audios. It is the matter of fact most of people don't like to watch videos. For those who don't prefer video content, listening to audio is another great alternative. Podcasts and radio shows in English can be just as effective. What if someone don't like to watch or listen to shows? Then for these people, the third option is reading. Books with short stories are a great way to familiarize yourself with sentence structures and new words. Everyone learns differently, so it's important to figure out which method works best for you and stick to it daily. The next step is observation. Rather than just focusing on new vocabulary, it's more important to pay attention to how sentences are constructed. English may not follow the same structure as your native language, which can lead to mistakes. By watching, listening, and reading, you will notice how native speakers phrase their sentences differently from the way you naturally think. Every time you notice a difference, make a mental note and repeat the sentence to yourself a few times. This will help you internalize the correct way to speak without needing to memorize complicated grammar rules. Beyond practice, one of the biggest barriers to speaking English fluently is fear. Many people think English proficiency is something done by intelligent people. Be honest. This thought creates unnecessary pressure. Some might even judge or mock others for their mistakes, but remember, when people make fun of someone's English, it often shows their own insecurities. The key is to set aside your ego and embrace mistakes. Making errors is a natural part of learning, And the more mistakes you make, the faster you will improve. Instead of feeling embarrassed, use corrections as an opportunity to grow. You know, another important aspect of improving spoken English is clarity of thought. Many learners struggle not because they lack vocabulary, but because their thoughts are cluttered with worries, whether it's about making mistakes, translating from their native language, or overthinking words. The best way to overcome this is by clearing the mind. Meditation might seem unrelated, but it can greatly improve focus, reduce anxiety, and help you organize your thoughts better. When your mind is clear, speaking becomes much easier. Lastly, I will say English should not be given more importance than it deserves. While it's a valuable skill, it is not a measure of intelligence or self-worth. Many cultures around the world prioritize their native languages. In Japan, people speak Japanese. In Turkey, people speak Turkish. In Arab, people speak Arabic. And interesting this is, there's nothing wrong with mixing your mother tongue with English when needed. What truly matters is effective communication, not perfection. If you get stuck while speaking, completing your sentence in your own language is perfectly fine. At the end of the day, I will say, fluency is not about knowing big words or having perfect grammar. It's about confidence, clarity, and the ability to express yourself naturally. Keep practicing, enjoy the process, and don't let fear hold you back. If you found these tips helpful, keep learning, stay consistent, and most importantly, have fun with it. If you will ask me for the conclusion, I will say that fluency in English comes from consistent practice, observation, and confidence. Engage with content you enjoy, focus on sentence structures, and embrace mistakes. Don't fear judgment. Clear thinking leads to clear speech. Remember, English is just a communication tool, not a measure of intelligence. Keep practicing, and fluency will follow. I hope you like these ways and strategies of learning English. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe.